Hey guys, so today I will be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars Droid Gunship set. Its number is 75233, comes with 389 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it is recommended for ages 8 and up. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at those minifigures. Alright, so first up is Yoda, and this minifigure has pretty much stayed the same since its first release in 2013, so there's nothing too crazy going on with this guy. He has some printing on the back of his head and his torso. He uses the regular short legs, so he cannot bend his legs. He just has a standard green lightsaber, and he just has a little bit of printing on the front as well. No printing on the legs, since they are the short version. And the head mold, like I said, has been in use since 2013, and I think it is still very nice, holds up very well. And I just think Yoda is a very nice looking minifigure, even if there's nothing too new about him. The pieces that they've been using for a while now work very well, and I think Yoda is a very nice minifigure. Alright, so next up is Tarfful, and this minifigure is amazing. And Tarfful first came out in 2014, the AT-AP set, and I'm not going to lie, I do not know if anything has been changed from that minifigure. It doesn't seem like it as I look at it, but there might be some small differences. If you know, please leave a comment down below. But even if there aren't any changes to this is still a fantastic minifigure. It has some great printing with all that silver on the back hair braids, and then the shoulder pad pieces have an amazing detail on them. And then the front of his little sandwich board piece has some great detail as well. And his face also has some very nice printing. I like the way that turned out. And if I take off this piece, you can see it just has a plain dark brown torso. Then he also has just a tad of printing on his legs to simulate fur. And then he also gets this musket piece to simulate a Wookiee weapon. And let's go ahead and put this back on. So overall, Tarfful is an amazing minifigure. He looks great. The printing is phenomenal on this minifigure. So the final minifigure in the set is the Kashyyyk battle droid, and you do get 2 of them in the set, but they are identical, so I'm only showing 1. And this isn't actually a Kashyyyk battle droid. This is an AT-AT gunner or driver. So why he's in this set, I do not know. But he is still a very nice minifigure. I like the color that is used for the torso, and the printing on the head is very nice, even if this bit is not lined up perfectly. It's a little off, bit of a misprint. But the printing on the head is very nice. I like the way that turned out. And he also gets a different color for the blaster element that I really like. It's kind of in a gunmetal color. And overall, this is a very nice battle droid variant, and I like it a lot. I just do not understand why they're calling it a Kashyyyk battle droid if it's not. I mean, even if it is green, it would blend in on Kashyyyk. But this is not a Kashyyyk battle droid. But even if there's a bit of an identity crisis going on with this minifigure, he is still very nice and a nice minifigure to get. Alright, so here is the Droid Gunship itself. And it's a bit smaller than I thought it would be. So, like, here's my hands. I can pretty much put my entire hand over the main body part. And if you just want to compare it to a minifigure, I'll get my sig fig since he doesn't have any wild pieces on him. This is what it's like compared next to a standard size minifigure. And even if it is a bit smaller than I was expecting, I do think that it is still a very nice build. I had quite a bit of fun putting it together. There are a lot of stickers in this set. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then there's 2 more on this side. And then there's also 1 on the front right there. So that's like, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stickers. So a decent amount of stickers. They weren't too hard to put on. I think I did them fairly well. But stickers aside, the build was pretty nice, and I really like the shaping on this. I think it looks very good. They used just 4 big elements with a little bit in between to get the big dish shape. And then they used smaller and smaller elements to close in the circle. And then I really like what they did here with the big grate element, and then you just stick this little assembly on top. I think that looks very nice. And I also like the use of these curved pieces that creates a nice little circle shape. And then there are these little winglets that you can angle up and down. I like to have them 2 ratchets down from its center position. And then the gun build is simple, but I like it. And then you also get a stud shooter, which you can fire off like this. So that just went flying, and I'll get it later. There is one on the other side as well. There, you can see it right there. And then moving on to the front, you have these like little lights or rangefinders. I don't really know what these are supposed to be, but it looks kind of cool. And then you also have this little ratcheted gun on the front that can move up and down. So I like this assembly. It looks pretty nice. They also have these little ball turrets that can spin every which way. You can even adjust the angle of the guns if you want. You also get one on this side. It is an identical build. And then here is the cockpit build, and it's not really a cockpit, it's really like a droid brain kind of in universe. But in the LEGO set, it actually is a cockpit. It's on a ratchet joint, and you can lift it up. And even though this this ship is technically a droid itself, you can put a pilot in there just for a little bit of playability. And it doesn't bother me too much, since when you have it closed, you really can't tell that there is a droid in there. So it doesn't really, like, I don't think it affects the look of the ship at all. So then it's nice just to have a bit of a play feature in there, so you can have a droid piloting the gunship. And I believe that is it for, like, the top and cockpit area, so I'll flip this thing over. You can see there are a lot of missiles under here. So these are actually flick-fire missiles. You don't see those too much these days. But basically what you do is you push the back here, and it'll shoot out the flick-fire missiles in pairs. I'm only going to do one side, but here if I just angle the camera a little bit and zoom in, you can see that the flick-fire missiles load in, then you just push these things forward and they launch out. So I'll just quick put these back in and reload. So you can see here it just gets pushed back. Then you just push that forward and fire them off. And it is an identical build on this side. And this weird little looking assembly can flip up like this, so that you can have a bit of a landing gear for this thing. Sorry about that awkward cut. I bumped the camera and it just kind of went flying around. So you can flip these down, so that way the ship can balance. It balances on those and then just the tip of the cockpit. And that's a pretty nice feature. I don't think it's accurate to the in-universe craft, but it is very nice that you can have this thing displayed like this. And I do believe that is it for the Droid Gunship. Overall, very nice build. Even if it is a bit smaller than I thought it would be, it is still a very nice looking craft. And let's go ahead and quick take a look at the instructions. I won't spend too much time on these, just thought I'd give you guys a quick look. You have the little Lego for, not Lego for Life, Lego Life ad that shows you can get the digital instructions. And if I flip to the back, I'll make sure I get everything here. You have another ad for digital instructions. Then you have an ad for the other Winter 2019 sets. Actually don't have any of these except for the battle packs. And there you can just see the minifigures. It's kind of funny, the microfighter ones are just standing by themselves. But yeah, so nothing too crazy going on with the instructions. Just thought I would give you guys a quick look. So overall, I think that the Droid Gunship is a very solid set. The build is very accurate to the in-universe craft, and overall I just really like the look of it. The minifigures are pretty nice. I really like the new battle droids, even if they are not technically Kashyyyk battle droids. Tarfful is a very nice minifigure, and it is a nice inclusion for people who missed out on the 2014 version, so they can get this awesome Wookiee minifigure. Yoda is the only minifigure that I really have a problem with, because Yoda's been in quite a few sets recently. And while he was on Kashyyyk, he was never really out fighting anything. So I feel like that minifigure spot would have been better filled by like a 41st Elite Clone Trooper. But that's not too big of a deal. Yoda is still a very nice minifigure. And the only real problem that I have with this set is the price. It is $50 in the US, and I believe it is even higher in other countries. And I feel like what you get is just not worth $50. It's 389 pieces. So I feel like $40 would be the ideal price for this thing. So 50 is not too far off, but it is just a little bit too high. So if you are interested in getting this set, I would say wait until it is on discount so you can get it for about $40 or less. So overall, I do like this set. The price is not there for me. So if you can get this on discount, I would definitely recommend it. It is a great set. And you guys can know what you think of this Droid Gunship either by voting in the card in the top right hand corner of the video or by leaving a comment down below. And if you did enjoy this video, a like is very much appreciated. And if you really enjoyed, please click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a new LEGO for Life video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.